So we came to North America with a 21 song live set. So 21 songs of original material. All these songs are written.
23 now.
And it's 23 now.
Yes.
Since, but yeah, when we came to North America it was 21. So we've got 23 original songs ready to go basically. So we've got the 5 that have been recorded and they've been released they're on Spotify and everything. That's the EP Driving at Pace. But then we've got a lot of backup. So when it does come time to record, we're ready. We've got a lot of material ready already.
The main focus for now, I think, is promoting ourselves and looking to play live shows, which is just opening up again. So we have started doing that. We've played a Coffee and Cars event where we set up in a car park on a Sunday morning, and with the coffee shop and the whole event there and all the cars. We've played a neighbourhood show in a front driveway and so on, and so we're looking at a few ways to do that. Backyard shows, front yard shows.
Yeah, now it's safe to do so. We've got a few people saying that we can, they want to obviously start getting out into normal life again, as it were, and so we're hosting little mini block parties from their front yard and their driveway that we can play from, and people can set up in the street and the front yard and be distant still and so on and that sort of thing. So it's kind of like following a breadcrumb trail. We came up with this idea however it came up, and we're meeting all sorts of interesting people along the way, and what happens. So it's it's a pretty cool adventure.
And how did the idea come up? The car wash.
Well, so we got here and we wanted to promote ourselves in some way. Being in LA and being the entertainment capital, we've got to promote ourselves. We had the EP that we'd released, and just being passive and just promoting online seemed like, it's a bit full, that space. There's so much going on online. So we did think, something in person or something like that. So we thought of having the flyer.
And then we were like, say on a flyer, just listen to our music.
Yeah, so
we realized that everyone has moved away from traditional old school advertising. Now advertisers online. So we were like, well, it's time to go back to old school advertising.
Yeah, just to buck the trend.
Flyers.
Yeah, so then we've sort of, okay, we'll do a flyer, but what are we going to put on it? You can't just say, here's some music or something like that. It's a bit more interesting. But originally we started off with the joke about, do you need gardening services? We can't help because we're a rock band. Which was funny, but then we thought, well, what are people going to do with that? And so more of a call to action. And so let's do something for people. And we thought, we can do a car wash probably in enough time. So we thought,
when we were little kids, we did car washing to earn pocket money around the neighborhood. So going back to where our real expertise
You're going
lies.
back to your roots.
Yeah.
What are we passionate about? Clean cars. What do we have our expertise in? Washing cars. Okay, it's all adding up.
So that's how it started, and we kind of thought, all right, we'll see how it goes.
And when we first spoke to people about it, everyone responded very positively when we said, what would you think of this idea? We'll wash your car for free as a band, and everyone thought it was really a fun idea. So we printed 20,000 flyers, of which we've dropped about 15,000 now. So we walk the streets and drop the flyers door to door, and people have really got on board with it. We've washed maybe 140 cars now.
I don't think we expected it to go as well as it has.
No.
We thought that we'd end up just washing a lot of cars for free, as we offered to, and we were more than happy to. But a lot of people have messaged us and been like, you don't even have to wash my car. We love this idea and we're going to follow you and support you. But we've really appreciated the chance to get out and wash people's cars, and we love it when they do get us to do that, because we get to meet people.
Cars, but also,
we love clean cars. You get to meet people. You get to explore the city. So it's been great.
Yeah, it's been a really positive 6 weeks that we've been doing it now.
So as a band, how did you guys form?
Well, three brothers, that was the beginning.
Where is the genesis? When he finally arrived, 8 years behind me.
They needed a lot more time to practice their instruments than me, so I had to give them some time.
We've always played music. Him and I played guitar since we were young. I guess it was just never an official thing. We just, we made music and stuff like that. I would say probably about 2 years ago, once we really got a roll on with these songs and 21 original songs, and we're like, okay, we should probably do something with that. And we were living in a small town in Australia, and there wasn't a lot of opportunity to promote ourselves from there. So we're like, okay, let's go somewhere bigger. So it was either going to be Melbourne or else North America, and we thought, okay, let's take the bigger leap.
We were living the Kiwi dream by the beach in Australia. I'm ashamed to say. Yeah.
living in Noosa in the Sunshine Coast. But yeah, which is lovely, but it was just a bit small, so we wanted to go somewhere bigger. And so that's how we ended up in Toronto.
We really went all
And
in.
how we ended up as a band.
Yeah, we sold everything we had, and we were like, we're gonna do this, and we're gonna properly pursue it. And so then when the pandemic came and put an end to the traditional forms of playing and promoting yourselves, we were like, well, we've got nothing to go back to. We sold
let's
everything,
stick it
so
out.
Yeah.
we're here now.
So I would say the band kind of formed when we came to North America. Like that would be like the beginning, you know. And then we were going to play live and get shows and all that kind of stuff, and all that got shut down. So then we were like, okay, how are we going to promote ourselves?
Best laid plans of mice and men.
How are we going to promote ourselves as a new band?
Wash cars was the obvious choice, of course. What else do bands do? Other things to promote themselves? We don't know.
So do you think it's easier to be a band of brothers as opposed to a regular band where you have never necessarily shared a bedroom or
Yeah,
Bunk
for
bed.
sure.
house?
No, I think for sure it is. Like it comes with its own set of challenges, but all in all, it's an easy way to do it because we know how to communicate with each other and when it's so.
We do? I didn't realise. Back to the bunk beds, we only had them when we were 5 and 6, so it was very brief, the bunk bed period, just to clarify that.
But there was more room for activities when we had the bunk bed,
Okay,
so
yeah.
we could still go back to it.
There was a moment when we had a triple bunk, wasn't there?
Was there?
No, I don't know.
No, I didn't think so.
But yes, anyway,
overall,
it
yes,
is-
it's
it's
It
very
sounds
positive.
funny though.
It is definitely a positive being a band of brothers because you've just sort of got that closeness and that ease of communication.
I would
And a
actually
lot
say
of-
because you can argue better.
Well, a lot of people
That's
like
how
will
I-
hear
Yeah,
us.
there's no formalities. Like, you know, with other people, I guess you get to the point of band members where they're friends enough that they can just, but we're at that point from the beginning. We're like, okay, you know, this is what I think.
A lot of
this is what
people
I
will
think,
hear
and I'm
us
not-
talking / arguing and be like, "Oh, that sounds so serious. They hate each other." No, that's how we talk to each other.
I think it is, because working creatively with someone is quite difficult, because especially if you have a set idea, to have someone else change that, it can be quite a challenge. I think that's the positive of working in a band, because there are different ideas. And being able to knowing how to disagree with someone and still continue is a real skill, and I think brothers learn how to disagree but still keep working together. And it's so I think a big positive being brothers.
Cool.
This is our song Pink Taffeta.
The clock was chiming, time to go, strolling through the walnut grove. And you said that you had no secrets except for one you would not tell. I took your hand and said it's not far. You looked at me like pink taffeta. Why don't we just keep it quiet and hide behind a white picket fence? Shut the door, pull the blinds, it makes so much sense. Keep it quiet and hide behind a white picket fence. It's not that hard to leave behind. All you have to do is say so.
Finding it difficult for them to understand his name.
I say
his Bud.
American, because
I guess they say
I looked inside.
Bud. Yeah, you draw it out more. I say Bud, but like Pat. And Bud's like Bob.
Said no secrets and no lies. She smiled and hid behind her fan and whispered, I know who I am.
So one of the fun events we've had since we started this is that the New Zealand, well, after we got shared on the Kiwis in LA group, our Facebook group, the Kiwi embassy started following us in the US. And of course, in Flight of the Conchords, Murray, the manager, works for the New Zealand embassy. So naturally I then messaged him to ask if they had anyone there who wanted to be our band manager, which fortunately they also thought was funny, and they said they did used to have Murray working there. But nothing's come of it yet, but we're still hopeful.
Keep it quiet and hide behind a white picket fence. It's not that hard to leave behind. All you have to do is say so. Looking out for hidden ways where I met you before.
Thank you, one Kiwi girl.
We're the third most successful
Car
Kiwi
washing
car
band.
washing band.